It would be such a boring job if all my interior design clients had the same taste and the same homes. It makes my job much more fun and exciting to enter into my client's taste and style to design their home. This client has a more Mediterranean villa style home. They just installed this big picture window, painted the ceiling and the walls to their taste. They also love their chandeliers and aren't touching those. They do love the current features of their home, and most of the furniture they would like to keep. Her Pinterest board was pretty mixed. There was farmhouse, some French country, lots of picture shelves, but also these images with more modern lines. Now for their needs, the main thing they're struggling with is this big blank wall. And she said the furniture arrangement just doesn't feel cohesive to them. They do sit in this room together as a family very often, and there are 8 of them. So before we get into design, we're going to rearrange. I normally start with a completely blank, drawn-out room to scale. And this is their current furniture layout. They do have a door right here to the outside and a very large path of travel into their kitchen. If you have a room where you're going to keep the majority of furniture in your space, I do have a little trick I want to show you as a space planner. All you need is graph paper, a pen, and scissors. Each of these squares is going to be 1 square foot, so you can draw and cut out your furniture to scale. You could also use your graph paper as your floor plan if you want. Now you can move your furniture around and see where it could actually fit to scale in your room. Like here, I scooched the sofa back and then made an additional seating area over here with a U. Very similar to how they have it with less path of travel here. They could absolutely do this layout if they wish, but it doesn't help our big blank wall situation. As an interior designer, yes, I can space plan, but I also have to worry about what it's going to look like in real life. And because this 25-foot blank wall is a main concern, I'd like to show what it would look like with the living room oriented vertical. It gives a little bit more open feeling near our exit, but also doesn't close off the path of travel to the kitchen. And because we have more length, the side chairs don't have to be in front of the chase. So let's see what that layout would actually look like. We have a current storage cabinet on this side. I added a little more ornate arched bookshelf to match the style of the home. I also added a very large rug to fill the whole room. Now we can place your sofa, and I added your current decor to match the height going on this side. Now we can add in the coffee table and the other sofa, as well as the 2 gray accent chairs up here. For this side, I wanted to give you a little bit more modern line swivel chairs, because she did mention that she really enjoys the view out the windows. To fill that negative space in the center of this wall, I added some pictures on a picture ledge, and when you step back and view the room as a whole with the ceiling, it does seem like a more cohesive layout. We worked with the length of the room rather than the width, and segmenting out positive space along a big blank wall will actually help it seem smaller and more manageable. You could segment walls out with wall moldings. However, these walls are pretty heavily textured, so I wouldn't advise it in every scenario. We went from a family room in need of design help and space planning to a room that suits their family and their taste a little better.